Hello, my name is Mateo Vasquez, and today I'll be taking you through the wonderful world of IT. Today's topic is
about employee monitoring in the workplace. Now, this is any situation in which the boss or head of the company, management, anything like that, is actively monitoring the employees. Pretty basic. Now, this is important for several reasons. A lot of time at working is spent with just goofing around, doing anything, stuff that shouldn't be done outside. This diagram represents the time wasted in activities at work. Examples of this really are seen in just the percentage pie chart. Now, it's not very clear, unfortunately. Sorry, the image is a bit grainy, but this image right here, this section, is time spent goofing off on the internet and other things like that, being the number one cause, around 47%. 23.4% spent socializing, and everything else here is other activities that have caused major delays in time. Now, with such a huge percentage being on the internet, this section right here, here are some statistics. On average, 2 hours a day are wasted from actual work. Now, this is from an 8-hour day, so that is 25% of the time per employee. You're not. This has caused small businesses, this is in the USA and related to just simply all small businesses together, to lose $1.5 billion a year from lost profits. Stuff that's not even made up. In fact, 25% of businesses have to fire employees due to the internet misuse, usually in regards to looking up pornography, but there's other cases as well. The point is, though, that a lot of people spend time off task at the workplace, and it's a huge issue for small businesses like this. To counteract that, a lot of companies will use, well, employee monitoring. There's one other major issue with this as well. All this goofing off and time off task and anything else being done at the workplace is that the company is legally responsible for anything that the employee does. Includes false advertising, illegal downloads, piracy. Yar, flippity yar, do what you want because a pirate is free. Well, no, it doesn't work that way in real life. I mean, piracy doesn't work like that here. Also, any issues in regard to misuse of conduct. Again, with the pornography issue, there was the child pornography issue also shows up. Anything like that. As you can see, the company has a lot of responsibility for that, and they can suffer greatly if the time and money is misused. Also, the last thing that can go on throughout the internet is sexual harassment, which again is a huge issue in companies and businesses right here. I mean, there's the whole problem of just being too clingy. There's a problem of sending emails that are harassing, information posted on the workplace, anything like that. There's been several cases where people are sending malicious emails back and forth using company computers and such. That's why we have this. Employee surveillance. This is actually a pretty simple thing called employee surveillance. And it works very simple. You can have system controls, which is located over here. You can have keystrokes type, a screenshot of what they're doing. You can check anything right there. Basically, you can check each individual computer. You have web control. As you can see, like websites visited, prohibit web content, blue coats everywhere. And then anything like that. You can restrict the internet. Pretty simple. And then finally, you have some general settings over here, like email, other things like that, feedback. But the point is, you're able to monitor. Sure, there's some issues with the eye looking at you forever, but it's got its purposes. This is another setup. Basic employee monitoring system. Person A's computer. Person B. Now that's cubicle C. Oh, here we got cubicle E. You can check all of them at the same time, and if there's an issue, click and zoom. Go see what's going on. All these buttons and interfaces on the bottom, located around here, are used for more monitoring and setting controls on stuff, but mainly the point is to be seeing what they're doing. I mean, if there's a giant naked lady on this section right here, you know that person E is doing something wrong. And yeah, there's other monitoring techniques as well. Let's demonstrate a few of these. There's email monitoring, which works basically as a thing. So it tracks emails and anything like that. The internet's not the only place malicious stuff travels back and forth. Data loggers. They log and record every single location that has been tracked. It's basically its web history, and anything like that can be tracked. Blue coats are a good monitoring technique. Just set it up. Anyone hits the blue coat, sends a message back to the boss computer. Oh, he's looking up something he shouldn't be. And peer reviews. Never underestimate the power of personal connections and just being able to have someone say, hey, he doesn't spend a lot of time at tasks, he's a total jerk, or I don't like him in the workplace because he's not a fiction, anything like that. Finally, here are some issues with monitoring. First of all, it potentially violates privacy laws. I mean, sometimes it's a bit hazy, depends on the releases given, anything like that, but yeah, it can have serious consequences in that regard. And the other thing, it creates employee mistrust. My boss is always watching me, and it's creepy, and I don't like it. Why am I working for him anymore? I should probably quit. Yeah, thoughts like that are not beneficial to the workplace. And it's not always effective. That's why I have this image down here. Simple. They're socializing. 23.5% of the time off task is spent socializing. Not easy to monitor from a computer if this is going on. That would require CCTVs and other things. That's just really creepy. But the point's the same. You can't monitor everything. Not everything is done on the computer. These are my references for this general standard. Most of my information comes from the ITGS for the IB Diploma by Stuart Gray, and the images are credited.
Well, that's all I've got to say for now. So, until next time, bye.